Well, hello and welcome back to Middle-Aged Moto. I hope everybody's doing well. I took a trip earlier in the week to the Tuskegee National Forest. Big forest, lots of dirt fire roads and dirt roads, and the trip didn't go very well. Was having a blast, but I wanted to do this video to try to explain, because I didn't really, everything just started unfolding and I wanted some explanation. So I was riding around, not a problem. You'll see in the video how there's a berm there and I stop and I'm trying to decide, and I had been riding around for quite a while in there, and I wanted to, be able to basically, get out back to the main roads. So it wasn't super far, but it was far enough. So I decided to go past the berm, and the road was just really washed out. It was gnarly, and you'll see that as I'm riding through there. I get to one water section where it's flooded out, and I went around, and then I get to another really big water section, and decided to try to go around it. Well, didn't work out too well, and splashdown occurred. Now, I posted this on one of the Husqvarna web Facebook groups, and everybody's thrashing me, why didn't you just pick the bike up? It looks like in the picture, and it looks like with the bike laying there, you can just pick it up. That is deep mud, and I was sinking to my thighs in the mud, so there's no way to get leverage. I'd have to bench press the bike, and I can't bench press the damn bike, and I couldn't get leverage. Actually, at one time I got stuck in the mud. So I'm going to play the video clip. What I wanted to say is, first of all, I was riding by myself. I was riding above my skill level. I used to ride a lot, but it's been a lot of years since I've ridden. I wasn't prepared, as far as didn't have any ropes or anything to get out. I forgot Ziploc bags, so all my stuff, my bag submerged. So my garage door opener, my phone was underwater, my wallet was underwater, my pew-pew was underwater, the whole 9 yards. And it was just, one thing, I don't have the nav on here, but when I got the bike home, the nav actually worked, and it was submerged completely underwater. If you look closely in the picture, that handlebar is completely into the mud, and pretty impressive how it held up. But the airbox side was down, and the bike, you'll see in the video how I had to shut the bike off. Unfortunately, it did suck a little bit of water into the system through the air cleaner. Air cleaner soaked relatively quick, and I did get water in the system, but I couldn't get the bike up. So I ended up calling 911, just trying to get some help, and they couldn't find me. I gave them my location on my phone, my coordinates, where they could actually track me, and they couldn't find me. So they came in on the wrong side, and they were in regular trucks. So I basically had to hike out to the main road, where I met Forest Ranger first, and he was not happy with me. Informed me the road was closed, and he pretty much lit me up. He thought I was on a dirt bike, because those roads are only open to street legal bikes. You can't be back on the roads that I was on with ATVs or dirt bikes. And I told him it's street legal, it's a tag bike, so that helped. But yeah, he was not happy. Then the deputy sheriff showed up. We hiked back in, saw the bike, a deputy and I, and then we came back out, and they were pretty much telling me I was on my own. So we started calling some services to help me get it out, and no one wanted to mess with it. They said it's just too gnarly to get back in there. They're not interested in helping out. So the sergeant basically said we got to help the guy get the bike out. So we hiked back in, all the deputies and myself and the forest ranger, and we were able to hoist the bike out with all of us, and with some ropes. And then I didn't want to run the bike, so we walked the bike back out, which was another hassle. And then I basically decided to call a tow truck because I was 40 miles from my house, and had it towed back to Montgomery, Alabama from Tuskegee. And I spent the day, oh actually several days, ripping it apart. So I took everything apart, flushed the oil, flushed the engine with one of the guys in the Facebook group said use a mixture of gas and oil and put it in, and it will flush the engine out. And so I did that to get it clean. I changed the oil like 3 times, and then I went through, I pulled the tank off, and I went through all the wire connectors. I took all the connectors, opened them up. Some had water in them, some didn't. And then I went ahead and I'm gonna get right back to you. I'm gonna stop and get some gas right here. So I got gas. So I basically tore the bike down, and I couldn't get it running. It just it would not stay running. It kept starting and stalling and starting and stalling. So I just continued drying and moving stuff, and to be honest with you, I don't know what the deal was, but I took every connector apart and I put grease in them, the electrical grease to prevent corroding, waterproof grease to keep water out in the future, which I probably should have done in the beginning, but I'm gonna go in more depth and do some more. But needless to say, I'm on the bike. The bike is running actually better than it ever has, which is kind of surprising. I'm gonna run this oil, and then I'm gonna change it one more time, filter and everything, and then I'm gonna run about 15 hours. So enjoy the video, and don't laugh too much. Shit. Coming back to me, but Oh. All right. Yeah, no, this is fucking stupid. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. What are you doing? Oh my God. I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a predicament. I cannot get it out. Alright, we can do this. I'm stranded.